Trying to give you a daily summary of the trip. Um, this first night is in Oslo. This is a nice hotel that I booked with Amex points. So this is really the treat of the whole trip. So it's nice to have a separate sitting room in the suite. It's not going to be like this when I get to Svalbard. It'll be very different. Yeah, running on not a lot of sleep. It was 3 hours on the plane. That was on Friday night. And then last night, the clocks changed in the UK, so I lost another hour. So I only got 5 hours last night because I had to be up at 6 to get to the airport this morning. But I always fly BA because I have status with them, so it just makes it easier. And you get lots of benefits if you just stick with one airline. But today I flew with SAS, which is that's where I've flown with a new airline for a long time, which meant a new terminal. So going to Terminal 2, that was interesting, like brand new terminal. Really nice. You could use any of the lounges there because SAS doesn't have its own lounge. I chose Singapore, so I thought that would be the best one. It was pretty good. I had like a mixture of an English breakfast and some type of Singapore breakfast as well. So I always like to do that, mix the Western and the Eastern cuisines. But the flight was good. It was interesting flying into Oslo because the snowy peaks were like showing themselves already, so it looked very cold. But luckily when we got to Oslo, it must have been a bit lower down. There was less snow. But yeah, it's really nice here. Like people are very friendly. Everything's very efficient, Scandinavian as you'd expect. People are yeah really nice. Yeah, it's going very well. Um, I bought so much stuff though. I'm wondering if I bought too much. But because it's really just a week's long expedition, and sort of like staying in the same place, so you're not carrying all your stuff around all the time. I don't really think it would be that bad to bring too much stuff, or more stuff than I needed. Um, I'm sure I will be glad of that come the end of the week. But it was just a bit annoying carrying around on the train today and getting to the hotel when you don't know where you're going. But I need to do a little bit of repacking at some point. I'm pretty tired, so I'm gonna go to bed soon. But I'll have to repack before I go to fly to Longyearbyen tomorrow. I find out if that's how you say it. But tomorrow morning I'm doing a walking tour around Oslo, so that should be good. That's at like 9 a.m. So I need to get up pretty early for that. But I had a walk around today. So yeah, it's a really nice place. As you'd expect from a European city, lots of beautiful architecture. It was freezing cold though, so that's definitely something to bear in mind. It was -1, I think, and then Svalbard's like -13, so quite a bit colder. Um, but yeah, really interesting, like opera house that slides. You can walk all the way to the top of it. It's like 4 or 5 stories tall. It's like a huge ramp that goes right into the fjord. And then on the other side of the fjord, they had these boats, like a houseboat, that had like 2 levels, and the top one was a barbecue deck, and then the middle one was a sauna, and then it was a boat, so you could like drive it around everywhere, and people were just jumping, coming out of the sauna, jumping into the fjord, um, where it was freezing. I mean, it was freezing outside of the water, let alone in the water, so I didn't know what that was like. But yeah, it seems to be a pretty popular pastime. I can imagine the summer even more popular. But yeah, I just went for dinner because you have dinner included. So it's like theatre canteen like attached to the hotel. It was pretty nice. Had like fish, had some Swedish version of caviar, which I guess is like some salmon roe or something. And then halibut with some like white wine and rice and asparagus. That was really good actually. Um, so yeah, eating pretty good because I don't know what it's going to be like when we get further north. So tomorrow, the walking tour, like mill around for a bit, and then I will leave for the airport about 1 o'clock, I think, and then the flight is at 4 o'clock, so maybe a bit after that. But yeah, and it's meant to be 3 hour flight. Get there at 7, and then there's like a welcome meal at 7 o'clock, which is a bit. But hopefully we can make it there by 8. and see what's going on, and get prepared for the next day when things really start to happen. But so far so good. It's nice. It's a nice feeling to know that I don't have to go back to work after this, which is always kind of the problem with the holidays, like that's hanging over your head. And you think, oh God, I've got to go back to work, but I don't. So that's nice. But yeah. So let's see. Exciting few days ahead. I am going to get some sleep tonight because, yeah, I'm running on fumes and going to need some energy for the next few days. All right. That's it for day. I'll call this day zero. That's it for day zero of the Svalbard Arctic trip.